Welcome to Shooting It Straight with Stan. I'm your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, sporting the fresh annuity goatee that is sweeping the nation as a fashion statement for facial hair and financial professionals, I think. It's like my youngest daughter says, Dad, watching and living near you is like watching a midlife crisis real time. Like, midlife crisis? That means I'm going to live to like 120. That's not going to happen. Today's topic is a good one. Go to the sidelines with contractual guarantees. And you're saying, what are you talking about, Stan? You're talking about like football sidelines, like college football? No, I'm talking about investment sidelines. At the time of this taping, check the date. There's a little bit of chaos going on. There's multiple wars. There's always political chaos, and I could care less either way, okay? Because both parties seem to be, let's just say, not hitting on all cylinders. But from an investment standpoint, I mean, these are wild times. I've been doing this for decades and decades and decades. That would be 3 straight decades. And this is a weird time. Now, I know all you historians are out there going, well, Dan, there's always weird times. I mean, there's always those times like that. Okay, great. I know I'm talking like Gene Stallings, the Alabama ex-head coach, who they have a statue. For all you football people, you know who that is. Anyway, but up until, I don't know, a few months ago, and actually at the time of this taping, looking back into the previous year, when interest rates did move significantly, you can now go to the sidelines and make money contractually. In the past decade plus, look at the date on this video. When you went to the sidelines, you got hurt. You didn't make that much money. Money markets weren't paying that much. CDs weren't paying that much. MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuity, the annuity version of a CD, weren't paying that much. Treasuries weren't paying that much. I get the issue with interest rates. I mean, 33 trillion in debt, blah, 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 blah. It's ugly. I get it. But, you got to make hay, as they say, at the time we're making hay. I need to look that up, just why we're saying making hay. I don't know. I guess it has to do with harvesting. I guess it does. You're harvesting safety. You're harvesting yield. And at this point in time, you can harvest yield. You literally can go to the sidelines and get a good contractual, not a hypothetical, not a theoretical, not a back-tested, not a, Mr. Jones, if you'd owned it 10 years ago, look what you'd have made. Please don't be that stupid when you can go out and get contractual guarantees. I always say the trifecta of principal protection: CDs, treasuries, and MYGAs. Now, of the 3, I sell one, MYGAs. You can go to my site at theannuityman.com and see a live feed in your state, filtered by state and duration, of the best MYGA fixed rates on the planet. They're not indexed. They're not variable. It's a fixed rate. It's a guaranteed interest rate for a specific period of time that you choose: 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year, 8 year, 9 year, and 10 year. You can lock in. You can actually go longer than that. But you got to put a gun to my head and tell me why. I want you to think, when you put money in the market, or when your master of the universe tells you to put money in the market, well, we're going, the sequence of returns, and, if you don't blah, 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 that's fantastic. But, and it's true. And it's true from the standpoint of long-term investing, long-term. But a lot of you out there are getting ready to go into chapter 2 of your lives, or in chapter 2, or don't have either the stomach anymore or the age left to weather another downturn. Right? So, should you take money out of the market? Should this and that? Should you? Now, the person charging you an annual fee to manage it, what do you think their answer is going to be? Well, no. Well, you never sell at the low. I mean, you don't sell because of these 7 days. If you'd have just hung in there, you'd have made, all the stats. You've seen all that junk. But I always tell people, when you go, and I used to be with Dean Witter, Payne Weber, Morgan Stanley, UBS, Union Bank of Switzerland. I was doing that stuff. non-guarantee stuff, which is the reason I'm over here doing guarantees, because I come from rural North Carolina. I don't like losing money. Okay. I mean, Warren Buffett has 2 rules I love. Number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. That's what the Annuity Man is all about. We're about contractual guarantees. We never look at hypotheticals and theoreticals and back testing and unicorns chasing the butterflies. But I want you to think for a second. When you put money in the markets and you're trying to get reasonable rate of return, Stan, 7 or 8%-ish, you're putting your money at risk. And hedge funds and private equities and offices and family offices getting the 2 and 20s and all those fees, if they're getting 7, 8%, I mean, they're doing great. They're beating the benchmark. Well, at the time of this taping, you can lock in contractual yield over 5% at the time of this taping. I know in the future you're going to watch this and go, what's he talking about, Martin? I don't know what he's talking about. Look at the date. At the time of this taping, you can lock in over 5%. So my question to you is this. Is it worth putting your money at risk to get the other 2 percentage points or the other 3 percentage points? Do you really need to hit that triple? Are you good with a stand-up single? That's where we are right now in the financial world. Okay? People have found out that bonds can go up and down. Nothing wrong with bonds, but they can go up and down, the underlying value of those, seesaw effect with interest rates. But with CDs and MYGAs, which are the annuity industry version of a CD, MYGAs are not callable. You can buy CDs that are not callable. What does that mean in English? What that means is you can lock in long-term rates and know that they're going to be there when interest rates go down again, and they have to go down again because we can't service the debt as a country at these rate levels, regardless of what Boog Powell says. All you Orioles fans out there, I got a lady the other day goes, please stop calling Chairman Powell Boog Powell because he was one of my favorite Orioles players of all time. I'm like, okay, but I love Boog Powell. He's one of the biggest first basemen of all time. He's so big, he had to like tear his sleeves. Like his arms wouldn't go in the sleeves, so he had to tear them to get his arms in. That's when you know you're big. Okay. I never had to do that. Just a spoiler alert, with my basketball stuff when I played. Okay. That had to actually take the uniform in. I was so skinny. But if you're considering going to the sidelines with some of your money, you can't put all your money in annuities. Of course not. I wouldn't allow you to anyway. But right now, you can get really good, fair, contractual guarantees and not pay any fees and not pay any management fees or account fees or anything like that. You can lock in good rates. We're finally here. Jimmy Carter is still 99 years old, I guess, bless his heart at the time of this taping, still alive. We're not going to get to those interest rate levels, but we're at levels that are fair. Everyone asks me, well, what do you think, Stan? You think the interest rates are going to rise again? What do you think we should do? First of all, if I knew where interest rates were going to go, I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't be doing these videos. I'd be on a Learjet trading interest rate futures. Nobody knows. Stop trying to thread the needle. Stop trying to look for an arbitrage moment. Stop trying to wait for the bell to ring. It doesn't ring at the top or the bottom. Trust me. If you think the guarantees are fair, then lock them in. And at this point of this taping, you can go to the sidelines and watch the chaos in the markets and still get a very good return on your money. A lot of you out there, I did a video called "You've Won the Game, Why Are You Still Playing?" A lot of you out there have enough money to just live off the interest. I got a call the other day. The person they want to place multiple millions of dollars into immediate annuities. Someone's trying to sell them an indexed or variable annuity. I'm like, slow down there, Chester. How much income do you need? And it was enough to where and this is what he did. He bought CDs and MYGAs. That's all he bought. Protected the principal, going to peel off the interest, and it reached his income goal. With a lot of people out there, you can just live off the interest. and never touch the principal. Never. People ask me, Stan, what do you do with your money? That's what I'm doing. I have enough money. We're not living off the interest, but the interest I think is good. We're locking it in long term, longer on the yield curve than I would in the past. Why? Because MYGAs are not callable, and the CDs that I buy them not callable. And yes, I do buy CD. Listen, you can't put 100% of your money in annuities. And I'm Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states, sporting the annuity goatee, which is going to take the world fashion. I mean, listen, you're going to look on Paris, like the runways, and you're going to see both male and female sporting annuity goatees. Annuity goatee. Annuity goatee. Now, my wife's not a huge fan of that, but she's been married to me for 35 years. She'll get over it. She's going to get it all. She's going to get all of it. I like the other day, she's mad at me, and I put her in the middle of the room. I said, I need you to spin around like a ballerina. And she did. I said, guess what? All of that's yours. All of it. All of it. All of it's yours. Now, don't off me because I do have a lot of life insurance, but you know, it is what it is. What was I talking about? That's what I'm talking. What I'm talking about is this. Go. If you want to go to the sidelines, go. There's no reason to hesitate to go, because you can get great contractual guarantees. Great. Wherever your money's at the brokerage firm or the large online firm, I'm not going to give them props because they don't pay me. But ask them what their CD rates, non-callable CD rates. Go to my site at The Annuity Man, pull up the MYGA live feed, MYGA, multi-year guarantee annuity, fixed rate annuity. Pull those up and see those guarantees. Those are not callable, non-callable. Those rates are locked in for the duration. You can go to the sidelines and high five as you're going off. Like a basketball player, they just won the game. They run off and go, hey. They high five the coach. They high five. Why are they high fiving? Because they won the game. You've won the game. High five. Run off the court, high five, you've won the game. And if you want to go back into the markets, go back in when your neighbor walks out the door and vomits after seeing the market losses. Because I don't know if you're watching the news and who can believe anything, but it looks pretty chaotic to me. Looks pretty chaotic in the Middle East. Looks pretty chaotic in Russia, Ukraine. Looks pretty chaotic in DC. We've been on a pretty good run here, and I'm not a market maven at all. So don't take that as advice. But I'm just saying, if your stomach's getting a little queasy, go to the sidelines, and go to the sidelines with confidence, with contractual guarantees. Go to my site, theannuityman.com, pull up the live MYGA feed, watch the MYGA videos, read the MYGA owner's manuals, schedule a call with us so we can listen to you. We can answer your questions, and we can help you out and place you in the right annuity type that's going to solve for your specific solution. But if your solution and goal is to go to the sidelines and get a contractual guarantee, then do it. Multi-year guarantee annuities are one of many types of annuities out there, but that's the annuity to go to the sideline with. Not indexed or variable, nothing against them, but MYGAs, MYGA, multi-year guarantee annuity, is your sideline annuity. That's the annuity you go to the sideline with confidence, because that yield is contractual and that yield is not callable. My name is Stan the Annuity Man. Wasn't that invigorating and factual and informative and inspirational? Sporting the annuity goatee, my name is Stan the Annuity Man. I'll see you next time.